It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
So last we left off, Bell's Hells, after returning from their trek to the Fey Realm and thwarting this meeting between the Vanguard and the Unseelie to possibly put them in an advantageous position to defend themselves against the powers of Exandria, you succeeded in speaking with the Archheart within his abandoned temple, as well as bringing the unfortunately slain body of Zethuda back to Nanamori's, where he was turned into a piece of furniture. You stopped into the Dusk Meadow, the region of Vasselheim where the Matron of Ravens holds dominion. You went into the Raven's Crest, the great citadel of the Matron, met with some of the high priestesses of this Raven's Crest, and all of you delved into the pool of blood to have communion with the Matron of Ravens. After this conflict and conversation, you all were sent back to Exandria proper, where you all clambered out of the blood pool and onto the darkened, polished floors of the interior of the Raven's Crest.
Oh.
Prestidigitation.
Oh. Just you, or?
Anybody else?
Yes.
Want to be?
Lieve'tel steps forward a bit. I do hope that you manage to find what you were seeking.
She loved us so much.
Does she ever make you battle specters of your past?
Isn't that what most communion's about?
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense.
I don't know. We haven't done many communions.
This is really only my second.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the stranger worlds beyond our own. Nevertheless, the day is yours, and I do believe you have quite a bit to prepare for in the days to come.
Yeah.
The priestesses step aside, and you step back through the spiral staircase down into the chambers of ivory before exiting back out the front of this massive dark cathedral, where in the open air the chilled wind hits you and the gentle fall of midday snow still slowly drifts from the clouded skies above.
I'll send a message to Keyleth.
Okay.
We're back in Vasselheim. Where should we meet you?
She responds, I'm not there at the moment. I'm currently gathering my compatriots, one of which has been challenging to locate. However, Lady Allura Vysoren should be near the Platinum Sanctuary.
All right. She was saying we could meet Allura at the Platinum Sanctuary. Thereabouts.
Are you looking for more answers? Because I'm still confused at the ones we were supposed to take from what just happened. Have we not talked about what just happened?
Really?
I am a little confused and blown away.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
What did you think about this god? You didn't like the other one.
I liked this one better.
You liked this one? I liked it.
I like the theatricality.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a mass commedia.
With all of it, though, she was a bit more straightforward, wasn't she?
Yeah, it was clearly a test from the beginning, but very scary still.
I didn't like the test.
Well, no.
What was interesting is she talked about looking at fate is just about recognizing patterns. There was a lot of questions, so didn't really get to ask what patterns she sees for us.
I don't know if she would have told us anyway.
Yes.
I don't think she could see them in a future that didn't involve her.
Yeah?
I suppose that was kind of the point. I feel good about where we seem to be heading for the first time.
Who has that mask? Do you still have it, Bree?
Well, I was going to ask if I could have it back, because just temporarily, just long enough to sort of pray on it, if that's all right with you. When she gave it to me, she mentioned it. I might be able to sort of be given guidance on what path to take, and so I was going to possibly use it to pray, if that's all right with you. But then you can have it back.
Yes.
Okay.
It is our communal mask.
I'm kind of scared to pull the thread. I'm going to be honest. Feels like once we take the next step, there's no turning around.
I don't think there's turning around anyway, or...
I think the threads are being pulled regardless. The world's moving in this direction.
As you
We
say
either
that,
participate in our fate, or it goes along without us.
as you're saying these words, you can't help but focus on the gray horizon, and your eyes take in the bits of color of the various ley lines that still remain tangled and visible, kind of woven between the gray, clouded sky.
I'm gonna send a message to my mom. I don't know where you are. Or how it's going. But I love you. And I trust you.
Takes a moment for her to respond, but she does. Imogen, I'm glad you're okay. I love you too. I've kept him at bay so far, and I think he believes me. I think that's all.
I think she's trying to keep Ludinus from doing it. She succeeded so far. I don't know how long he'll believe her.
Stepping down from this high hill here in the Dusk Meadow and curling through the town streets in the direction of the Heavenstair Mountain that looms large over the city, paired up against the still standing, still long dead Earth Titan, as you're kind of heading towards the base of the mountain. Conversation, occasional shouting by commanders or mid-level soldiers, kind of causing a bit of a din and an energy to the air, but one voice cuts through. Guys!
Oh, God. Oh, what's that?
No way! And you turn and you see a familiar bald tiefling, thick coat running. My goodness, I did not think I'd ever see any of you again, you crazy sons of bitches! As Captain Xandis rushes up and just grabs the closest one to them with his likely Orem, with his ice field, and just picks him up and swings back. You wild the peoples, my goodness!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Huh.
When did you blow into town?
Though I've only been here about 2 or 3 days, maybe. I'm so sorry. You are a vision and a new one in my look. What is your name, my friend?
Dorian Storm, a pleasure to meet you.
Sorry. Xandis. Well, actually...
Is one of those up here there yours?
He's new as well.
Oh,
It's
yes.
fine, it's fine. That seems fair.
Oh, he's with you as well.
Hi.
Big, handsome fellow. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, too.
Captain Xandis Keybane. I got the title.
Yeah, but who gave you your title?
Well, this very... the nice lady with the colored leaves and the big antlers.
She's just handing them out like candy.
It was crazy. I was wandering the Hellcatch for days, just kind of trying to get around. I met the big scary fellow who helped get me away from the crash in the boom, right?
Yes, yes.
Just kind of got me off to the side of the rocks and then went away. And I was like, I don't know what to do. What he did? It was a nice gesture, but kind of out in the open, you know. And then so I kind of just wandered the Hellcatch for a few days and trying to just get back to some semblance of safety, really. Kind of had to masquerade as one of them Vanguard folk there for a little bit, and then finally ran into some of the outer forces. They acknowledged my loss. They gave me a new ship, gave me a title.
Will you be going back for the upcoming battle?
Oh, I'm going to be leading part of the skyship assault.
Oh, because you've been there.
I've been there. I know how to get there. I know what we're expecting. So they have entrusted me with being at the front line with my new ship, which, called the Keybreaker. Maybe I have to crash a second one, Hard to know what's going to happen.
Have you checked out the Titan? We hear there's a really cool tavern and that thing's crack.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's right in the
You can go in that thing?
Diagramming that.
Yeah.
We should probably go investigate it.
I definitely think we need to.
I'll be around. You know how to get in touch with me, all right? So, yeah.
Xandis, it's so good to see you again. I'm so happy to see you're so well.
Good luck with whatever's going on with the moon stuff. Hopefully not too dangerous.
Oh, it's gonna be hell.
It's pretty dangerous.
Everything's going to be.
I guess we're all going to hell again, then, aren't we?
That's right.
Yeah, saw that look in your eyes when we first met. Knew it was just going to get crazier as it goes. All right, with that, I'm going to get some breakfast and do some paperwork. Good to see you all.
Smiley day.
So good to see you.
Good day.
Kind of stops, Gus. Smiley day to you, too.
Oh.
But you get to the stairs and begin to ascend to the Platinum Sanctuary. Approaching there, the guards are present, and two of the representatives of the sanctuary are outside. And upon request, they go in and gather Allura Vysoren, who, kind of big heavy coat on, abruptly kind of steps out into the snow. Oh, wondrous. You're all here. That's good news. So what fares you all on your journey to the Fae?
Yes.
Utter success.
Honestly,
Lords of Thuda. That's how it's
Yeah, that's great.
Is no more.
Oh.
The Unseelie hopefully will not be joining.
Definitely will not be.
That's actually
Mission success.
good question.
Yeah, assurances on this. I want to make sure before we go into this. You are fairly certain there will be no Unseelie meddling.
We don't have confirmation of whether or not the task is 100% complete, but all of the pieces are there. And if everything goes accordingly to plan, the Unseelie shouldn't be arriving.
And it came at great cost. But it got there.
Well, I suppose the sooner the better then. In case this uncertainty comes to bear, the less time they have to prepare, the greater chance we have. Very well. Thank you for your following through on this endeavor.
Actually, question.
Of course.
Some of us think we should say our goodbyes just in case. When you were in an adventuring party and before you rushed into battle, would you ever say goodbye or just know you were going to make it out alive?
When I was younger and impetuous, I would likely not focus on the possibility of failure. And I do believe it also helped that the one I would say goodbye to was traveling with me. But traveling with them, we thought we were saying goodbye a number of times, in multiple different ways. I think that depends on the individual's perspective. If you're willing to leave things unsaid, or if that's what drives you, I suppose. Speaking of which, I should probably check in with her. Anyway, to get you all up to speed, from our perspective, our forces are now gathered, namely here on Corel and Whitestone, and soon we'll have amassed enough magical means to directly deliver them to the Hellcatch in a flash, more or less. We have 2 spy units that have scoped out the other side of the Bloody Bridge, with only one of them returning. But it seems that a rather vast army is gathering, preparing to cross the bridge. There is a general consensus that time may be of the essence.
I like to try and see if there's anything in that Titan worth talking to, but other than that, I'm good to go.
Where is, the other group that we were going to be traveling with? Are they ready?
The Mighty Nine, they are well, I believe you've said you've met a couple of them, but they're supposed to be arriving in Lake Kumamu within the day, if not by the evening.
We'd have to teleport.
The Mighty Nine are to escort you to the city of Kravirus, where they will deliver you to the base of the spire, the pillar, the crystal pillar you spoke of, and they are to infiltrate the Arx Creonum, where the Weave Mind resides.
And then we head down to
To find Ludinus, Liliana, and whoever else of the Vanguard is attempting to awaken and free Predathos and stop them at all costs.
Lady Allura, thank you so much for everything you've done for us through all of this.
I've been in your position before myself, and I'm only here because others were so gracious as to aid me and the ones I care about to protect this realm. I recognize that sacrifice and that challenge.
So we'll see you in a few hours.
Here, these will do you better than I under these circumstances. And she pulls her side satchel over in front of her and reaches deep into it. Up to
Mary Poppins.
Yep. And pulls out a few clinking vials that sit within these 2 small kind of leather strapped cases. One of which seems to carry 2
Blood.
potions.
Wow. She is loading us up.
Does that one have a crack in it?
And the other one contains
Right off.
only a singular one.
These are nice and all, but after the completion of a very first, what do we call it, a pre-mission, it would also be nice to see, Bell's Hells be funded adequately.
What do you require?
30,000 gold would be good.
Chet.
Inflation is crazy on the moon.
Indeed, you are gracious heroes. Completed your pre-mission event. Returned now twice to distant lands with information that might set us all on the path to victory, and it is only fair that you receive whatever I can muster, and tosses her coin purse to you. If there's anything else you require, you know where to find me. I'm going to go ahead and start spreading the news.
So we're leaving today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stars for
Thank you.
Like a brand new start of it.
I think it'll be fun to go see a Titan up close,
Yeah.
even if it's just the skull.
Okay.
If we have time.
I mean, that's what we gave the extra time to Allura for. Unless we're going to go around town and use some of that fabulous money that Chet just got to buy some gems so that we could bring some people back to life if we go down in battle.
Chitters. I do.
So we need
I believe
600 gold worth of
Yeah, we need
diamond dust.
How about y'all go up to the Titan skull, see
Yeah.
what you can see, and we can go around town and see if we can find any diamond dust.
First, we'll go ahead with team shopping. A lot of the businesses here that are selling more like flippant goods, things that are luxury items are fairly empty, and some of them are actually half closed today. The general air of the city itself kind of notifying them that perhaps this isn't the most useful and fruitful time to be peddling their wares. You do eventually find one smaller shop that's it's a little ramshackle, but it's only because the paint is kind of withered in time. But you see it says Cedric's, Shines, and Keepsakes. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Cedric's. What? I'm mostly sold out. But what can I do for you?
Trying times. We are actually on our way out, but we're just wondering if you had any leftover
Diamonds.
diamond dust.
Some spare gem dust.
Or a lead on gem dust or
Yeah.
diamonds.
Just little bits, that you don't need.
Strange request in the middle of times such as these.
We're romantics.
We're also working with the High Council. We're reporting to the Platinum Sanctuary.
Sold straight out. No gems here, sorry.
As he's talking, I can't help but swing my eyes down to his fingers, which are adorned with quite some. Sir, I couldn't help but notice your bling.
Simple, fair family collectibles, memories.
Sure. Family
father.
Family is very important.
Yes.
I don't want to pry, but they're very beautiful. Could I just see them, just to see?
As Brace is talking, I walk up to the desk and I just start stacking platinum like a poker player. These nice fatty ass stacks.
It's like
look at my thumb starting a new one.
I appreciate your eye for quality, but these are extremely important to me. Such gems are not openly traded and rare to find.
These are
We sure
very pressing times.
Yeah.
And I take
believe
the
it or
bag out.
not, we're heading into the thick of it. So we would really,
Into the thick of it.
all respect, like to know what it would take to make that sort of a transaction worth the loss.
Close the door.
Prestidigitation.
He turns the flicker on the lantern low and pulls open this curtain in the back, and there's a bunch of weird forgery machinery back there.
Yes!
He's questionable. That's why he didn't.
I love him.
He's like, all right. If you're paying well and you're paying what you're looking for, you need some gems crushed down, right? What was it you're looking for? Tell me what it is you're looking for.
We hear just 10 platinum. That much. 900.
But
gold.
these are trying times. So your pure stuff, 12 platinum.
Takes off a ring, pries a diamond out of it, throws it in there, tink.
Attaboy.
Takes off his pinky ring, pries 3 diamonds out of it, tink, tink, tink.
Papa, no.
Steps on something and's like,
So generous of you to give up family heirlooms for us.
like you said, trying times. It's always good to make new friends. So Doreen, as you've trekked from the troop and you head down to the base of the Heaven Stair Mountain and the kind of larger portion of the Silvertown's Reach where, let's say a vast majority, but the largest density of soldiers, warriors, archers, all manner of kind of warfare-fated figures have gathered, either resting or preparing for what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, when he was up higher, sort of looking down at the layout of all the soldiers and tents and everyone preparing, as you've described it, having flashbacks to his childhood when his dad used to run strategy simulated, and it was just something he loved. He hated it so much. But as he sort of observed it and walked through it, he was enamored with the human element of it, and his curiosity got the better of him. He sort of starts milling through these encampments, and I don't know, he's just inspired by the feel of it, the very human element of it, he's going to use his background feature for the first time ever by popular demand, and he's going to start to dip in and out and fade in and out of the most raucous encampments and then the most mellow ones, and sort of start to play a song for each of them as he goes, and listen to the stories as they go and weave his way through the encampments like a minstrel, feeling maybe like a bard for real for the first time ever. And like any good minstrel, he's got a few sets of chord progressions that are meant to go along with lyrics that he makes up on the spot. And as he starts to sing these songs, he starts to sing them about his friends, about Bell's house. And he starts to sort of weave the lore of what he knows about them amongst the encampments and tell their stories, and singling out each of his friends as he goes to a different spot. And as he does so, he kind of like finds his groove and does this for as long as he can, and as long as we have time while everyone else is doing their thing. And this feature only does one thing, and it's curry favor. So at the end of this feature, it says, if you played for long enough, strangers recognize you in town that you perform, and they typically take a liking to you. And I was hoping that maybe we could just spread the good word of Bell's House to the people that are about to go to fight.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's wild. The solemn energy that has definitely clutched this region seems to noticeably shift in your presence. And with each face that meets yours, you can see that comfort melt a part of them away. And more so than playing for money in a tavern, or playing to distract while a friend of yours tries to pick a pocket, here, more so than any other time in your life, the power of music, the ability to grab the soul of anyone nearby and guiding them to a better memory is very powerful. And in times like this, extremely necessary. While the three of you step more towards the center of the city of Vasselheim, the looming, shadowed specter of an ancient historical conflict, casting darkness across whole swaths of neighborhood. There stands the primordial Earth Titan that was stopped within its tracks, strangely lively midday, as you can see the various carved porthole-like windows amongst various parts of its body. This interesting, odd little place here in the middle of the city, ominous at a distance, feels like repurposed dark memory, given a new life through color and home. But as you approach, there's still something inside you, Ashton. Something in the pit of your stomach that feels connected. Something that feels ominous. You all begin to cluster towards the base of its nearest leg, this massive mountain-like column of rough stone and rock, where you can see a staircase has since been carved into kind of the base of the ankle. You do see, based around the base of the entryway, not directly on the foot, but like a little ways off, there is kind of like a wooden arch that reads a sign that says Titan's Block. You step into the shaded interior and descend 50 stairs, 100 stairs.
Damn.
200 or so stairs up. The staircase kind of opens up into a bulb-like chamber, this rounded chamber that has a number of kind of small shacks built into it. Trekking and snaking through as you climb, it continues still into other chambers that kind of spread off, and you can see there are small kind of makeshift wooden signs that set to different locations. There's the column stairs head off this direction. There's the Hollow Haven, which heads off to the left-hand direction. Indeed, there is a Shank's Cantina.
How you feeling?
There's an echo, I guess.
Yeah.
It's It's like you don't hear the first voice. It's just the second or the third. In the background. How about you?
Yeah, it feels familiar. I don't really know why, but it feels kind of nice to me.
I have a thought once we find somewhere. Once we find the right place.
You continue up and follow these winding paths, and you begin to see structures, older structures, things that existed here that weren't built by the people of Vasselheim. Like ancient glimmers of cracked homesteads and half-swallowed towers that emerge from parts of the rock and stone, sometimes at odd angles. It's like you're seeing fractions of an ancient dungeon left exposed, and some of it now is the home to a small family that is in the process of making it comfortable as they can. You climb ever still, and that sinking feeling in your stomach just gets thicker and denser. You'd feel lost and wandering here, but you find that the wandering path that you take is more been instinctually led by you, Ashton. Eventually you feel like you kind of know where you're going, though you're not sure where. You quicken your pace subconsciously. And then at one point you pass beyond this one kind of half-broken, like missing keystone archway up past a section of ruin into a chamber that just opens up. The first chamber that feels like a proper interior chasm.
I'm going to find the spot that feels central, and I'm going to start building a small fire.
Okay.
In the hopes that maybe I can take you along with me on whatever this is.
Yeah.
Whereabouts do we feel like we're in the head, or are we in like the chest cavity?
You're not in the head, but you're certainly somewhere near the core of its chest, likely.
Do we stay here? Like by the heart, or do you want to go up closer to the brain?
I feel like I live more in the heart.
Fair.
Wow.
I'm all brain. I'm all brains of this operation. All right, well, I can help you build a fire if that's what you want to do.
I think we build a fire.
Yeah.
Ignites in the center there.
Why don't you stick your hand in it?
In the fire?
No, I mean, just get in there, you know? Go in it.
I'll put my hand in the fire. That's okay. Yeah, no, I can do that.
Well, I meant the Titan. You know, like, stick your hand into it.
All right.
See?
I do not take my eyes off you.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. You don't have to take a deep breath. I'm taking a deep breath. And I'm seeing what happens if I just sort of relax and start to just put my hand down. The damaged hand. The rocky right hand.
As you take the Titan reforged hand, if you will, and press it against the hard ground next to where you sit, it impacts with it like any hard surface would. And it kind of gives away like clay for a moment. And you're down to a wrist.
I grab you. Come with me. And I'm just going to lie down and just hold you lying on the ground, and I'm going to try and sink.
Okay.
Okay.
You sink up to the shoulder. And now your Titan arm is within the surrounding rock, but the rest of your body halts. You feel this like strange shaking sensation, like the smallest of quakes is tremoring through your right arm. You feel that pit in your stomach.
Damn it. I was hoping not to do this. Come with me on this one or no? You don't have to.
I mean, yeah, I would love to if I could try.
I'm going to change.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go first.
As Ashton's form shifts, the stone and rock expanding, cracking, piercing outward, the arm currently invisible, but parts of it now pushing through and causing the rock around it to crack and bulge outward. You notice, Fern, Ashton is not transformed. He's just leaning on the ground, his arm present. It's like he laid down and asked you to come with him, and he just kind of laid there and kind of sits there smiling for a moment. Ashton, you feel yourself beginning to sink into the ground, beginning to fall within the rock, and from your fingers slips Fern and the presence of the chamber.
Psst. Where'd you go?
He's just lying there.
I just lift open an eyelid. Hey!
The eyes are still. He's breathing.
All right, you're doing a thing. I'm gonna wait for Laudna to come in. Hanging out.
You just stand there in still darkness, empty. Seconds, days, years, millennia go by. It is just a dead stillness and absence of space, warmth.
I try and I'll try and rage. I'm going to try and activate just to see if even I can, even the light from any of that.
You try and rage and tense your body. There's a brief, like a red glow that pulses, but it's not light you're seeing, it's light you're feeling. Something inside you, something kind of pulses. With the smallest of burning embers, like heated charcoal that seems to like pulse in your chest. And it's at that particular moment, that absence and darkness, you feel a specter around you. And a presence. And that's all.
What's your name? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. I'm gonna rage again.
Okay. Now as you tense, you can feel rock around you cracking. Like the very foundation of whatever endless stone has you entombed here seems to give ever so faintly, and you can feel that force pushing and giving slightly. And with that, you have a flash, an image in your mind of ground crumbling, of valleys falling, of mountains rising and piercing. Images of rain carving through still stone valleys.
The gods may leave. I might be able to chase them off. Talk to me. I'll rage again.
You rage a third time, and as you rally against this tomb, your body forces and it begins to break further. You tense one final time, and you feel it crack and break around you like an outer shell of impossibly dense stone break away. You kind of shake this outer shell off, and you stand in this faintly lit purple midnight horizon on all sides, and you watch as one ominous shape like a mountain in the distance rises, its scope and size imperceptible.
Oh, shit.
Like you are suddenly surrounded by a crown of monolithic mountain peaks, and you feel them all looking at you.
I'm part of you?
She's part of you.
She's part of me? Who are you?
We are the rock and stone. We are this world.
I walk this world. I am from you, I'm of you, and I will return to you. I travel with Rashan, a part of them. The gods may leave. If we do this, what's possible? What do you want?
Dozens of other smaller mountains begin to appear on the horizon.
We are lost. We are scattered. We are everything.
Other voices begin to chime in.
I don't know how to be lost in everything. At the same time, how do I find you? How do we... If we make them leave, how do we make a world? How do we remake it?
We've always been. Everything is cyclical.
The presence is just beyond your comprehension. It's the fact that you can ascertain the sense of this communication is already dizzying. To try and listen, and this doesn't feel like you're conversing with the Titan you are within. It's just kind of a gateway. And you begin to lean towards the shadow, and you see fragments of mountains across the world, of solitary stones left tumbling in a river. In but moments, hearing these voices, you feel like you can hear the hearts of what was once the living breath of the land, now shattered and lost to its own vacant memory.
Cyclical. do we restore you? How? I want to fix what's broken. No more lost. No more shattered. How do we return? What would you have me do?
Lost. 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 Lost, 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 lost. The ground begins to shift beneath you and lift up higher and higher. These massive monolithic shadows begin to descend below, vanishing, their immense size now becoming minuscule and distant as you stand upon the tallest pillar of any land, the peak looking down into a purple infinity around you.
This doesn't feel lost. This doesn't feel lost. I'm not lost.
The peak you stand on shifts, but as it quakes, it's not like standing on the top of a toppling cart or even a tower that's shifting. It's so immense in the movement that you cannot grasp what you were standing on to begin with, as you see a hand rise up and clasp you. You feel yourself once more entombed in tight, gripping, endless strength. The density of whatever you've ever been nearly forced to an infinitesimal point, like coal being pressed into a diamond. And at that moment where you feel like your entire form is about to give in and either shatter or become just a singular bead of lost essence, the fingers open wide and all you see before you is a singular green, burning gem of an eye. And you know this to be the specter of the one who lives inside you. You are my memory. We are lost. You are not.
It's you. Yeah. I reach for it with my right hand, and then I stop and I put both hands up to pick it up. He travels with me as well. Is he also memory?
Yes.
I would like to remember. I'm sorry that I'm broken. Will this hurt?
I don't remember.
Well, let's find out.
You just glance into this gem-like eye, and you see more like you feel, like flashing memories. You see visions, but they feel familiar. They feel like they're things that you've known, and it's the beauty of chaos. Watching lands crumble and fall to be swallowed by the shifting of the fire and stone that remakes fertile ground for life to thrive, and plants to grow. Glimpses of the flames that burn the forests, that leave blackened ash, and from that, new forests climb lush. There is beauty in destruction, for it's that sense of the temporary that gives meaning to anything.
Not broken. Just in motion. Will this world hold?
This world has held, being remade before.
And those who live upon it?
If they're strong, they will. If not, they'll be remade into something stronger.
I think I understand.
Remake yourself. Never stop changing.
Mountain to dirt.
The form shifts back into shadow. As the mountain begins to crumble, the platform, the pillar you stand on, the tower, seems to snap with an overwhelming crack. And you find yourself tumbling towards the endless purple below. Wind coming by, the warmth of invisible flame beginning to engulf you upon impact. And as you do, you come to consciousness on the ground, sitting where you were. Ashen's just been passed out, not responding to anything.
What, are you just taking a fucking nap?
I think I just had a talk with Xandria. I don't know. There was change, and earth, and mountains, and fire. If things go the way that I think they're going to go, I think that nature is ready to right itself one way or another. I think the world is ready for a bit more chaos. I think that we could be good for this place, and I don't think... I think we will more than survive the gods, if it comes to it.
You all kind of gather up around the outskirts of the Silver Talon's reach.
You hear like laughter from like 20 feet. Everybody's like, guys, what have you been up to?
Oh my goodness, you look so
Why are you so perky?
jovial.
I've just, surprisingly, there's a positive energy in the air tonight. I feel like wherever we're headed next is the right direction. I don't know why. It's just a vibe I'm getting.
Did you just have sex with someone?
I had musical sex.
Wow.
It's like the sexy part. I just played music. Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, okay.
The soldiers that were kind of laughing and kind of finishing their jovial conversation and, banter with Dorian suddenly like get quiet and kind of scatter off a bit as you see a grouping of Kreen soldiers are walking through the reach at this point.
I got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, take it
I'll take out my weapon just in case.
I'll take a couple steps forward.
I'll step behind Chet.
How fare thee?
As you draw your weapon, as this happens, notice they all kind of like put their hands on the side of their blades, and the front two kind of divide a bit. And what you see is the figure between the four that you couldn't see before. This older female goblin figure, wearing beautiful, intricate ceremonial robes of purple and silver and gray. Her hands kind of wrapped in this like thick, heavy sleeves that kind of join in the center as she looks up in your direction. Indeed. Hello.
Greetings.
You are the ones called Bell's Hells, yes?
We are they, hey.
I am to present a gift from the dynasty here on these midnight hours before the storm. And she pulls back her sleeves, and you see in her hand this small box, this intricate, beautifully carved box of like dark metal and alabaster. Her long, kind of nail-hooked fingers kind of wrapping around the front of it.
Incredible. I am Chetney Pakapi.
Oh boy.
The leader of Bell's Hells.
Oh, well, okay.
He'll be dead soon.
And your
Let
name?
him have it.
I am the Sky Sibyl Miriam.
Oh, this guy.
It is an honor to meet you.
We wish to do what we can to aid your service for the future of Exandria. Do not forget this kindness we've done you. And she hands it forward to you.
I'm sure we can accept this. It's really not necessary. I'll open it.
Within it, you see two gorgeous-looking squat crystal vials that seem to like swirl up to almost like a black wax cap on them. And you see a kind of a gray glass orb that seems to have some sort of odd, almost like a slow-moving storm inside. You can't even get a good look right now. It's just still and sitting. We, as the dynasty, and the many dens in the light of the Luxon, wish unto you the greatest of luck, and may all the possibilities of the future align with your goals and intent.
Guys, under my leadership, we cannot fail.
Wow.
These are both potions of possibility
Brilliant.
that you can have at your disposal.
Did we already have another one too?
We
think
had
we
them
have-
earlier, but I think most
think we
everyone
used
used them.
them.
I think we've used them.
Okay.
Been used.
Okay.
But what's
And then
this-
the orb.
what's the sphere.
Spear. Potion.
You said you have identify?
I do. What is this big old fat orb of?
What have they given us?
Ashton's other half of his brain.
You look into this sphere, and once the slow-moving storm seems to like speed up into a swirl before it slows down again and stops, and then rapidly speeds up once more. It's almost,
please.
it's like some odd shifting of matter and time seems to just be in a continuous pattern of stopping and then speeding up.
I feel like if this is thrown against a hard object with enough force, the orb will shatter, encircling any creatures within 15 feet of it with a burst of crafted dunamis. All creatures affected by the orb immediately regain half of their expended hit dice, rounded up. Spellcasters regain 1d4 plus 4 spell slots of their choice, and gain the benefits of a short rest.
Heading back up the stairs to the Platinum Sanctuary, about halfway up, you catch Allura on the way down in mid-conversation with two of the other like armored generals who are in the process of conversing in some sort of hurried state. She stops. Hello. Do you need anything?
Oh, we were just gonna let you know we were ready to head to the lake.
Right. All right.
Is that okay?
Good. Oh no, it's
Busy?
great.
Are
all
you
right?
okay? Yeah.
Yes, a lot to organize. I'm sorry, a bit scattered. My apologies, gentlemen. I would not be taking you here, actually.
Okay.
There have been a few figures I think that might be a little more suited for this particular mission, as they've actually been to this lake before. Let me just let them know. Right. If you want to wait here in the stair, they'll be here in the next minute or so.
Should we on the stairs or like
on the stairs or inside?
commit to a level?
Oh, maybe you could meet them up there if you head there now. They're in the sanctuary. Nevertheless, and you see, like, hits a moment and going, like, this might be the last I see of you before you head on your journey.
Thank
Nah.
you. Thank you, Allura.
Yeah.
Hey,
This isn't goodbye.
No, not at all.
This is go get him.
You're right. Well, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, and it'll be more of a pleasure to get to know you better. So go get him, Bell's House.
Best of luck on your front as well.
You continue climbing in towards the top. You see a figure kind of jogging to the top, and another figure kind of trailing behind. Kind of stops, glancing over down the steps to meet your gaze. A familiar sight, someone you haven't seen in a minute. You see short blonde hair, kind of ends in a bit of a teal coloration, septum piercing in the nose, and kind of light, intricate Zephyrin armor. What you see before you is the Master of Defenses, Leeta, and sister in marriage to Orym.
Oh.
Who kind of looks over.
Leeta!
Orym!
I start springing up the stairs and dive into a hug.
Yeah, she finds that instinct to rush and just kind of like girds herself.
I covered for her.
Yep. Kind of takes the big impacted hug and kind of like,
You're
brother,
here.
brother, you are doing a lot.
Well, we're doing our part.
In the thick of it as we approach.
Aren't we all? You kind of give a nod. Good to see you as well, Dorian.
Hello. How are you?
Well,
How many have you brought with you?
right now it's just me and she turns over and you see Maeve standing there. She carries her long staff and she kind of glances and smiles kind of sheepishly a bit at the rest of you. So I'm taking you to the lake, I guess.
Oh,
Right.
Since we've been there, we have a small encampment there.
I'm just gonna stand between them with my arms up, holding their hands.
Oh yeah, how does
Oh,
this
we're doing
work?
it.
Do we come
Do we all
closer
hold hands
together?
or-
Doing
Do we
this
need to
now.
all touch?
You see, and Leeta turns to Maeve and
Oh shit!
and Maeve goes, actually, I did see right over this way, and you see like on the outskirts of the Platinum Sanctuary, there are a number of like platforms where like small garden trees rise up, and she's like, that one should do. As Maeve lifts her staff up and kind of sits it in front, turns it to the side, and as she pulls it back towards her chest, you see like the bark seems to almost like bow towards her before splitting, like the front of a fruit. And where it splits open, you can see the walkway. That's about 15 or so feet of a pathway that leads into what looks like a forested region. Leeta runs through, and Maeve's like, quickly!
Wow, that comes way easier to you now.
She follows in behind, and you all emerge on the other opposite end into a space that is not quite as chilled at the moment, not quite as gray as the Vasselheim skies around you. Here in this space, you are surrounded by dense forest and, a chilled day. And it's maybe like 50s or so, but nowhere near the freezing temperatures of the city you just emerged from.
This area was kind of haunted the last time we were here. Is that the same or?
I haven't noticed anything haunted.
Okay.
Like ghosts?
She looks over at Leeta, and Leeta's like, no, there was a warning about it, but we've kept an eye. Nothing seems to have emerged. It's just around this corner. Follow me. And she leads you through this patch of trees, and you can hear the gentle sound of water kind of lapping at the edge of a lake. That kind of. And as the trees begin to clear, you can see Lake Umama before you.
We're meeting people here, though. Have they shown up yet?
Not yet, but they should be here any moment soon. We do have some rooms cleared in one of the dusty inns, or we have space in some of the nearby tents if you'd wish to wait within.
I think rooms would be great.
Dusty rooms or?
That's where we stayed before.
Yep.
And indeed it is. You are brought to the familiar, maybe not the direct chambers where you had previously stayed and where some of you were called out to the siren's call of the spectral entity that claimed the lake before. But you find familiar rooms inside.
I pull you outside to the back of the old shacks that we're in. I don't know where you're at. I don't know. Do you have any juice left? Are you able to reach out to anybody?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I wrote something down for my mom, Alma. It's real short.
Okay.
Here, it's on this piece of paper. It's, hi from Vasselheim. With my friends. Where I'm meant to be. I love you. You're the best mom in the world. Here it is written down.
I do that. I send that to her.
She responds,
Oh goodness. Love you too. Have fun wherever you're going. When you come back, I got a new recipe. Apricot pie.
She's got a new recipe for you.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go do the thing.
All right. Before I follow him, I'm gonna send a message to my dad as well. Daddy, things are crazy. I love you. No matter what. Thank you for doing your best.
Imogen, think about you a lot. I hope wherever you are, you're happy. You always were a wandering spirit. Horses miss you as much as I do.
I'll go inside.
As we drink and talk, I'm gonna see if I can't pull Dorian away to a little private corner or something.
okay.
Hey, just curious for some advice. You seem to know these folks and get along with all of them so well. I get the impression that some of them don't trust me.
Oh!
Maybe it's because I've sworn myself to the Prince of Devils.
But you also compulsively lie.
I don't, though. Most of what I say, 51% of what I say is absolutely true.
Yeah, also, I don't know if it matters. I used to lie a lot too, and they still seem to like me pretty much.
So how did you do that? How do you get, I guess my question is, how do you earn trust with these people? What can I do to make myself part of the furniture?
I don't know. I think you're doing pretty well. They're a good group. Do you trust them?
Oh, I mean, I hardly know them.
Do you trust them?
I'm starting to. I mean, it seems like great things happen to them, weirdly. It struck me as interesting. Everyone was talking earlier about, myself included, about saying goodbye before this mission. You know, say all your goodbyes.
Sure.
Have a mock funeral or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I realized, for me anyway, I don't really have anyone to say goodbye to.
Oh.
And from what I gather from most of them, I don't think they do either.
It's pretty insightful.
But they do have each other. And they put their faith in each other and trust each other. And I guess that's why I was sort of hoping to fast track that for myself.
All right.
but I have a plan.
You have a plan?
Unless you have some sage advice.
No, I can pause on it until I hear your plan.
Okay, here's my plan. You tell me if it's bad.
I'm so honored that you are trusting me with this.
You're the wisest one among them.
You are correct.
Orem seems to be very deliberate, very convicted. He's hard to sway. I figure if I can sway him to my side, if I can gain his trust somehow, win him over, the others will fall.
Fall?
I mean, fall.
Hold on, fall?
I mean, boy, I'm so used to talking evil that I don't know how to talk good.
But I can still roll with you. Reframe it for me.
Once I win his trust,
certainly,
the others' distrust of me will perish in a wall of fire.
Yes. Now I understand. That's clear.
I will vanquish their distrust of me and leave it bleeding at the center.
Of course. If you choose to do this, you can. I assume it'll be in kind of a fun way.
I was thinking of just sort of painting a nice picture of him.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
It won't be easy. But I do think he is the best of us, and I think he leads us in a way he doesn't know.
I think you're right. I won't try to fuck everybody.
Okay.
But I might still try to fuck him.
Talk about that later.
Okay.
I know it's tough being the new guy, and it took me a while too. But they'll let you in if you open yourself up to them. I don't think it's you and them anymore. I think it's just us.
All right. I will heed your sage advice. And I thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Best of luck at smiting our distrust.
I will pull it out by the lungs and stomp on it.
You sitting on the windowsill, kind of glancing off, notice not far off the water, there's just a flash of kind of faint orangish yellow arcane energy, like a sigil seems to apparate in the middle of the lakeside stone before it flashes.
Here we fucking go.
And a cluster of figures stand amongst the mostly obscured moonlit night.
Oh shit. I think they're here.
As you all step out, what do you see?
I think this is the place.
Oh, God.
There's a few houses up there. There's people standing on the doorway. There's like
Whoa.
8 people crowded in a doorway.
I still don't understand why we couldn't land in Vasselheim. I heard there's a bar in the butthole of the Titan.
Wait, are these the fucking rookies we gotta roll with? This fucking sucks, man.
No, they look cool. Look, that one's floating.
Yeah, but like some of them are very small. Like look at the shadow of all of them. It's a weird.
Most people are very small.
We can hear you.
Oh my
Hi.
God. Beth, you're married. Stay true.
Yes, but I mean, my fucking son is an asshole, and my fucking husband he doesn't want to punish him at all for running off with you fuckers.
That's 20 words. You've run out of message
This
for
really
complaining
couldn't be
about your
worse. We
kid.
know minotaurs are her weakness.
Caduceus,
Yeah.
do you have any like revivifyers prepped? Because that guy looks like he's gonna kill over dead literally any
Yes,
moment.
he looks like he's already dead.
He
There's not
looks
enough
like
for
What a
revivifyers.
cute little old man that is.
I'm sure he's not part of that group. I'm sure he's just
He's
like.
probably like the in. Yeah. That's what I
Yeah, we are the Mighty Nine.
Hello.
Nice
We
to
are called
meet
the Mighty
you.
Nine.
I run up.
Good to see you again, some of you.
I run up to the little old man. Hello, I'm Pirate Jester. Nice to meet you.
You're a pirate?
Yes, I am.
This is incredible. It's very nice. You're beautiful.
Thank you. So he's really nice, you guys.
Well, of course I am. This is Bell's Hells. Welcome to our lakefront estate. We are the owners and proprietors.
This is your inn. You take care of this inn.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Actually, this particular place is a B&B run by Fern. Fern, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Professor Princess Fern Calloway, Fae Scion of the Ancient Flame at your
You're adding a princess.
Oh.
I didn't know you were adding.
No, sometimes I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Pirate Jester.
Oh my god.
Jester, you don't have to be a
Best
pirate every
cleric
time.
to the most wonderful traveler that ever lived, and basically the ruler of all of the seas.
Is this what it's like meeting us?
I think so.
This is a dark mare.
How long has she been doing the pirate?
A couple of years, but only when she
Yes.
feels like she needs to impress, which is very strange.
So wait, you all are the Mighty Nine? Why are there only 7 of you?
And that's where we're gonna finish this episode. We'll pick up there next week. It's gonna be chaos! I am so happy right now.